The Giants and Dodgers were New York neighbors for over half a century. From their origins on the East Coast to their historic move west, these two teams make up one of the greatest rivalries in all of sport. And with great young players like former NL MVP Buster Posey and last year's breakout talent Yasiel Puig, the rivalry lives on. Giants-Dodgers next.
We are coming to you from Southern California. That's right, downtown Los Angeles. It is opening weekend for the Dodgers as we get ready for Game 1 of this three-game series, Giants and Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. It's always great to be here at Dodger Stadium. What a great rivalry. Both teams are coming in with very nice records. And Mike, today, really the story for the Giants. They're hitting, but the story is going to be Ryan Vogelsong.
Well, Ryan Vogelsong did not have the type of year that he wanted last year, and that weighed heavy on his mind. In fact, at one point in the offseason, he didn't think he was going to be a Giant anymore. Well, he is indeed a Giant, and now he gets to start the new 2014 year, and what better way to get off to a great year than to stuff your rival? And he has that opportunity. He takes a 4-3 lifetime record in against these Dodgers, and the key for him today is commanding those corners and pitching to the scouting report.
All right, no Yasiel Puig. He showed up late for batting practice. Kemp is in the lineup. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our Comcast Sportsnet studios for an update, and we'll do that right after this.
Looking right into Dodger Stadium as we get ready for Giants-Dodgers, Game 1 of this three-game series. Our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. The admission-free boardwalk is open this weekend. Very comfortable, 64 degrees. It is a bit hazy. Winds are calm. The humidity is at 50%. This is the home opener for the Dodgers, so as you would expect, a lot of pregame festivities. And they're not quite finished yet. They'd have to. The umpires are now just coming out, so we're going to get baseball underway here very soon. The gentleman who threw out the first pitch, 65 seasons with the Dodgers, Vin Scully. He dished it off to Sandy Koufax, one of Vin Scully's all-time favorites, with a number of the former Dodgers that had great moments that Vin Scully had a chance to call behind him. These are all his grandkids who came out right before Vin Scully threw that first pitch or handed it off. So that's a proud grandpa right there.
Well, he should be. 16 grandkids will make you proud. And it was pretty cool when a couple of left-handers threw out the first pitch. Scully and Koufax. And meanwhile, the Giants dugout, they just stood and watched. And perhaps it's a good thing to have them watch their rivals celebrate, because they already have a chip on their shoulder. And it just keeps getting bigger.
Well, you almost had to expect that this was going to happen. Tommy Lasorda now is addressing all the fans here at Dodger Stadium. What did he say? Free steak for everybody?
Something like that. Free steak at my house. Right now we're going to take a look at our Nissan keys to the game. Our Nissan keys today, and it's for Ryan Vogelsong. Get that corner command. That's your key. The thing about Vogelsong all spring long, he was not overthrowing the ball. He was in a good set of mechanics, and that is essential. Last year he got into problems when his velocity started to drop, and he tried to add on to it. As long as he stays in a good release point, have a good command of that release point, he'll be able to command the corners, and that is his key. Control the corners. And number two, first at bat. That first time through the lineup against Ryu, the lefty for the Dodgers. Oftentimes it takes him a while to get loose. Be ready that first time you get up there. That may be your opportunity. He's a quality left-hander, and if he's going to warm up slowly to get into a rhythm, be ready to take advantage of it your first at bat. And those are our Nissan keys to the game.
Giants taking 3 out of 4 in Arizona. Matt Kemp is in the lineup. He originally was not, but then the Dodgers had a bit of an issue with Yasiel Puig, who showed up at the ballpark late this morning. And it was an easy call, I'm sure, for Don Mattingly. Put Kemp in the lineup, let Mr. Puig know that that's not acceptable, and that's what happened today.
You always hear managers when they get together, the team spring training and the first meeting they ever have, they always say, I don't have any rules, just be on time. Be on time is the #1 rule of baseball, and for a young player to violate the code, he has to pay the price, and it's all a learning process for young Mr. Puig. But Don Mattingly is not going to stand for being late. He shouldn't have to.
Well, that's just the rule in any sport where it's unacceptable.
Any business.
The Dodgers take the field. This is a team that is not just favored to win the West, but favored by many, many people to win the World Series. And the Giants lineup is going to look like this. It'll be Pagan, who's red hot in the leadoff position, followed by Pence and Sandoval. Buster Posey, the cleanup hitter. Morris will hit in the 5th slot. Then it's Brandon Belt, and fourth player with 3 home runs in the first 4 games in San Francisco history. Brandon Hicks gets a start, followed by Arias, and then the Giants pitcher, Ryan Vogelsong.
On the hill today for the Dodgers will be the left-hander, Hyun-Jin Ryu. Ryu is 26 years old. He begins his 2nd year at the big league level. He was an absolute phenom out of Korea. 6'2", 255-pounder. And he's had 1 start this year, and this is what he did. He 1-0, 12 innings pitched so far this year. Just 5 hits allowed, 4 base runners, 12 strikeouts. And he had actually 2 starts, 1 in Australia and 1 in San Diego. And he is a quality arm. You're going to see a fastball that'll go high 80s to low 90s, depending on how he grips it. He never overthrows, but he does have reach-back velocity that he'll light up his highest velocities in 2 strike counts after he's put you to sleep with a lower velocity fastball early in the at-bat. He's got a cutter, he's got a big curveball, a slider, and a changeup, and he's a very good athlete. He feels his position well. Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Ryu. Starting in the Dodgers outfield from left to right will be Crawford, Kemp, and Ethier, the best arm in center with Matt Kemp. Hanley Ramirez joined by Juan Uribe on the left side of the infield. Pete Gordon, Adrian Gonzalez on the right side, and A.J. Ellis will be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Angel Pagan as he steps in as we're getting ready for baseball. And it'll be Pagan, Pence, and Sandoval against Ryu. And the first pitch of the ball game is down low. So we get started at 1:15. Pagan with a swing and a miss. He's 8 for 19 to start out the season, and he's got good numbers against Ryu. He's 4 for 6 lifetime. Dodgers are 4-1. The Giants are 3-1. Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, calls that pitch a strike. See the rest of the umpires. It'll be West, Foster, and Drake, and that goes from first to third.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Alan Porter's strike zone. It's pretty small, and it can bounce around. You see a lot of walks in this game. You got 2 guys who have pretty good command, and it's going to be hard because both Ryu and Vogelsong rely on corners, and with Alan Porter, they're not big corners.
Low to Pagan. Pagan's big hit yesterday in the 8th inning in a tie game. He hits a 3-run home run out near the pool at Chase Field, and it helps the Giants win 3 out of 4 in the desert. Pence to follow the 2-2 pitch. Got him, and that's how this game gets started.
Time for our AT&T U-Verse Rewind. And yesterday we talked about the big swing of the bat off Angel Pagan's bat, and this is it. 8th inning, he steps up, and the first pitch he sees, he knocks right into the right field pool almost off of Will Harris. A 3-run shot. What a series he had. 8 hits, 6 RBIs, scored 3 runs, and caught everything. And that's our AT&T U-Verse Rewind.
Here's Pence. Pence picked up his first hit of the season yesterday. And there's that big breaking ball, and it's 1-0. 6 for 14 lifetime against Ryu. He's got a couple of doubles. He hits a high fly ball in the park to right. And it'll be Ethier who makes the catch. 2 outs. And here's Sandoval. So Sandoval comes in hitting at 188. He's 3 for 16. Obviously batting right-handed. Sandoval, a switch hitter, trying to reach now for Buster Posey, who's on deck. Dodger Stadium at its best when it's full. And it's full. This pitch is down low. Dodgers had 2 games in Australia where they beat the Diamondbacks twice. And then a 3-game series against the Padres where they took 2 out of 3. At home to defend the West. Sandoval fouls it back.
Sandoval and Hunter Pence really did not have a very good series offensively in Arizona.
Yeah, only 4 hits combined. Just inside. Sandoval 4 hits and 13 at bats against Ryu. Probably try to lay some wood on this one if it's close. Bring her back. And then when you walk by, say, my bad.
Oh, yeah. You don't drop any stank on the umpire. You just say, hey, sorry. Because an umpire does not want to be showing up, and in his mind, you just did it. So you got to make good.
And the payoff. And it's a walk. And, oh, by the way, apologize to the guy at first, too.
Yeah, Joe West, the crew chief, absolutely. He's the guy who's probably more sensitive than any umpire.
Buster Posey a good start to the season, 5 for 13. A game-winning home run in the opener on Monday. Overall, hitting at .417, and he drives one to left. This is into the corner, and it's going to bang off the wall, and it bounces right to Crawford, and Posey into second base with a double.
Stay hot, Buster Posey. That did not take long to get to the wall, and he missed a home run by 3 feet. That was a loud line drive. Ryu coming in, looks like he's just cutting a little fastball to try and get ahead, and Buster Posey laying in the bushes, looking middle in, boom. And he's running down the first base line, and he's measuring, and that thing just a little bit short of going over that short wall.
Well, here's Morris, who's never faced Ryu before.
Dodgers got 2 breaks on that. Number 1, the ball stayed in the ballpark. Number 2, it kicked right back to Carl Crawford.
Outside to Morris. Padres found out against Ryu that they had opportunities early. They did not cash in. And once Ryu got through a couple of innings, that was it. He settled in, and the Padres got nothing. Foul back. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now Morris had a great at bat yesterday this game, and it was a pinch hit roll. Had a base hit that scored the tying run. And they did it in a 2-1 count off a curveball. I mean, that showed me a couple things. Number one, I mean, a guy like him, you think he's going to go up there and try and knock the ball out of the ballpark every time. He did not. He had a clear plan to go back up the middle. He executed, cashed in.
I don't think Morris thought that pitch was going to be called a strike. It's now 1-2. 1-2 to Michael Morris. And the teaser.
Just tried a little backdoor cut. Ryu is 26 years old. But you watch him pitch and the little subtleties that he does with movement using both sides of the plate. He knows what he's doing out there.
Into center field, a base hit. It's going to knock in Sandoval. Here comes Posey. It's kicked around by Kemp. Morris got a late jump, and he's going to go into second base, and it'll be an error on Kemp, and the Giants lead 2-0.
That's exactly what Bruce Bochy was hoping to see today, that they would take advantage of Ryu early in the game. He's a guy that warms up slowly, and we're going to make that swing of the bat our fourth right choice. They set up a way. They tried to backdoor with a little breaking ball and that long reach. And you'll see Morris do this a lot. He covers that outside location very well, goes out and burns them.
So here's Belt.
A forward right choice.
Belt hits one softly into right field. Ethier can't get it. Ethier's throw home. It's cut off. 3-0 Giants. So the error by Kemp gives the Giants another run. So a couple of 2-out base hits, and the Giants are on top 3-0.
Just a little fastball middle in. I mean, he doesn't get great wood on it, but as strong as he is, he doesn't have to hit it on the sweet spot to get it over the head of the second baseman. Dusty Baker used to always say, you know, you're swinging it good when you're getting jammed. Well, that right there tells you you're swinging it good.
So here's Brandon Hicks, who homered yesterday, a pinch hit home run. And he takes a pitch wide, 1-0. This has all happened after Pagan struck out and Pence flied out. And tight to Hicks. And it's 2-0. Hicks's home run yesterday was quite impressive at Chase Field. Pops this one up. Ethier coming in, or is it Gonzalez? And it's going to fall. It's going to fall, and Belt is going to stop at third, and into second base is Hicks.
D. Gordon, the second baseman, never saw it. And as soon as it became obvious to Adrian Gonzalez that he was going to be the guy responsible for it, he had no chance to get there. Ball goes up in the air, and D. Gordon, he never saw it. Now watch the path from Adrian Gonzalez. He's looking for help. And just like that, Hicks gets himself a double. And look at Hicks realizing, hey, I got a shot. And that's a two-bagger in the big leagues, folks.
And we have a trainer coming now. No, it's the interpreter. I beg your pardon.
Now, this is just going to be a pep talk right here from Rick Honeycutt. You have an opening day assignment. Adrenaline's pumping pretty hard, and for Ryu, still a young pitcher, you have a tendency to overthrow. And I think the message from Honeycutt is just stay calm, throw your pitches.
Well, they got an open base. See if the Dodgers will use it. There's 20 of the 26 runs with 2 outs.
I'm a little surprised they're pitching to him. It's an opportunity here for the Giants. And now they're going to put him on. Ryan Vogelsong told me a couple days ago, I'm hitting better this year.
He did. I was there.
Well, here's your opportunity. But if nothing else, it allows Vogelsong to get up this inning. And if you're Vogelsong, be ready for the first pitch, because Ryu's going to try and get a quick 0-1.
Number 32, pitcher Ryan Vogelsong.
So here's Vogelsong.
See the lifetime numbers for Vogelsong, 154. He's lost 45 points in the last 2 years.
And there's that first pitch you're talking about, and it's 0-1.
That's probably the best location pitch he's going to get to hit. Well, now you get short and try and go back up the middle, put it in play.
Bases are loaded. And it's a ball and a strike. Ryu had a good ERA last year against the Giants. Center field. Kemp's coming in. Kemp's coming in. It's going to fall. And 2 runs are going to score. I'm speechless.
Center fielder.
Well, I think a lot of people here in this ballpark are. And when you have nothing to say, you just start booing, and there are some boos. Vogelsong just throwing another dead bird right over the head of Hanley Ramirez. That is a thing of beauty, folks. Well, and the fun keeps continuing.
Pagan never thought for a second that he was going to have a chance to make 2 outs in 1 inning. He struck out to open up the ball game. And he lines this one into center field, a base hit. Here comes Arias. He's going to score, and it's 6-0 Giants. And he won't make 2 outs in 1 inning.
Right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Well, how about 2 bloops, a line drive, and a blast?
Well, how about I'll repeat? Hunter Pence never thought for 1 second that he was going to make 2 outs in 1 inning. Or had a chance to. He flied out in his first at bat. And he looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. 32 pitches for Ryu here in the first. It all started out with a Sandoval walk. Blocked by Ellis. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And reluctantly, Rick Honeycutt, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, making the call in the bullpen, and they'll start to get somebody up. It's going to be Jamie Wright, the big right-hander, starting to get stretched.
Two balls and a strike now to Hunter Pence. Pence's numbers against Ryu, lifetime very good, including the at-bat today. 6 for 15. That's Jamie Wright. Three and 1.
Still trying to work that inside corner. And to say there's a bit of a panic going on in Ryu's mind right now is an understatement.
Well, Hunter Pence is looking for a perfect pitch here. 3 and 1. And he takes the walk, and Sandoval's coming up.
Third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
And here's Sandoval, who walked. And Ellis is either going to give Ryu some time to maybe catch his breath or give Jamie Wright some time to get ready.
he was sent out by Don Mattingly. This is just a stall tactic here. Jamie Wright, he can get ready at 12 pitches. You're going to get 12 down there, another 8 in the middle of the diamond. That's all he's going to need. Should Don Mattingly want to go to him, Wright's ready in the pen right now.
You think he's going to get him?
I don't think so. I think he's going to give him one more. I know he was thinking about it, though. He got up out of the chair. Yeah, if you're Pablo Sandoval, you got to make that decision hurt.
And see if he gets something on the first pitch. Into right field, Ethier is there, and this is going to end the inning in the mock cheer by the Dodgers fans here at Dodger Stadium. After 1/2 inning, Giants 6, Dodgers coming up. Let's take a look at the lineup for Don Mattingly facing Ryan Vogelsong. It'll be Crawford, Kemp, and then Hanley Ramirez off to a slow start. He's 2 for 19. But against the Giants, yeah, he's Hanley Ramirez. Gonzalez will hit the cleanup spot. Then it's Ethier, Uribe, and A.J. Ellis. The speedy D. Gordon will hit 8th. And Ryu will pitch him at 9th.
On the hill today for the Giants will be Ryan Vogelsong, the 36-year-old 7-year veteran, 6'4", 215-pounder. And this is what Vogelsong did last year, 4-6 with a 5.73 ERA. And he had to fight through a very severe hand injury that he sustained. Getting hit by a pitch, had to have surgery on it. So it's sort of a frustrating year, kind of a lost year in his mind. And here's his opportunity to get off to a great start. 4-3 lifetime against these Dodgers. With Vogelsong, you're going to see everything. A fastball that he'll sink and cut, a curveball, a slider. He'll throw a straight cutter. He'll throw a changeup. Anything at any time.
Leading off for the Dodgers. Number 3.
Take a look at the defense playing behind Vogelsong. Starting in the Giants outfield from left to right will be Morse, Pagan, and Pence. Arias and Sandoval on the left side. Hicks and Belt on the right side. And Buster Posey in the squad. Put down the sides.
So Vogelsong making his first start. And here's Crawford. Crawford 4 for 13 on the season.
That's a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. It's the best velocity fastball we've seen him have all spring.
Isn't adrenaline grand?
It's the greatest thing they ever invented. That was 92.
I wish I knew how to use it when I was 18.
That was.
It's like, what is this?
You kind of have to learn.
What is this? Crawford 1 for 3 lifetime against Vogelsong. Not a whole lot of history. Sandoval is in on the edge of the grass at third. And that pitch is low. Kemp to follow, and then Ramirez. Hit out to center field. Pagan backpedaling, still backpedaling as the ball starts to carry, and he puts it away. This is a lineup very capable of overcoming a 6-run deficit.
Well, and Ryan Vogelsong knows that. He hasn't gotten pitch his game. In his mind, it's nothing. But it does allow you a few mistakes, and every pitcher knows that. And what you should do to take advantage of that 6-0 lead is pound the strike zone. Put the pressure on the hitter.
So here's Kemp, his first at bat this year. Battling a number of different injuries. And he takes a strike. He's had moderate success against Vogelsong. He's got a triple and a home run, 6 hits and 20 at bats. The injury that affected him the most is an ankle injury. Out of play, 0-2.
so far from Vogelsong. 6 pitches, 6 fastballs. But he really hasn't laid anything right out over the middle. It's been corner in, corner out. And that's what Dave Righetti was hoping to see early on, and he's seeing it. And at a great velocity.
1-2.
Tried to backdoor that little two-seam changeup. Just missed.
Weak a spectator so far. Just inside. And that last one at 93.
Now that's what he threw 2 years ago. That was his velocity. He would cruise 92, 94. And not many 94s, but I mean, for the most part, 92s and 93. So this is a great sign if you're a Giants fan.
And that's confirmed on the gun here that you see and the gun here at Dodger Stadium. Hit out to Pence. Pence is moving in and over, and he puts it away, 2 outs.
Batting third,
And here's Hanley Ramirez.
number 13, shortstop, Hanley Ramirez.
Ramirez healthy in that 3-hole, hitting at 105. He's 2 for 19. He's got 2 runs batted in. And he has not had any success lifetime against Vogelsong. He's 1 for 12. You watch him in batting practice, and you just don't think of him being a, like the Mark McGuire, hit some bombs, but he puts on a show in batting practice.
Yeah, he's got tons of bat speed.
I mean, more so than guys that are bigger than he is. Off the plate to even the count.
Just little subtleties that Vogelsong does. He backdoors a change at first pitch that have movement coming back into Ramirez. Here he cuts a fastball that has a little subtle movement that goes away, staying on that outside corner.
One and two. Outfield straight away and deep, as you would expect for Hanley Ramirez. Popped him up. Morse is going to have to hustle. He's going to have to hustle, and he makes the running catch. And that'll end the inning. Buster Posey, he's going to lead things off for the Giants. So far, good news, 6-0 Giants. Here's Posey, who doubled in the first. Ryu threw 36 pitches in that first inning. Posey goes around. That evens a count at 1 ball and 1 strike. One and two.
That's a good curveball. That's one that's big. He starts it away from a righty, and you see it early on. You give up on it. Very similar to the type of curveball that Barry Zito used to have. A lot of hitters give up on it, and it just keeps working back into the strike zone. Buster Posey has had a great swing all spring.
Pulls this one on the ground foul. Posey, Morse, Belt here in the second inning. After Pagan and Pence reached, the Giants had 9 straight hitters that reached. There you go. Most runs in the top of the first by Giants all time at Dodger Stadium. Couldn't come at a better time, seeing as how we're here. Outside to Posey, 3 and 2.
Just missed. Well, I think Giants fans enjoyed it.
Long way to go. Payoff to Buster Posey. Tap foul.
You get a big inning on a guy, come back the next inning, that leadoff hitter is important. Get on base, and that really affects him mentally. It puts him right back in the negative mode.
It's the oh no, is it going to happen again mode?
That's exactly what you think. You think this ain't my day. Especially if it's like a close pitch, could have gone either way. Walk.
Posey throws it on the ground, foul. It's already a 10-pitch at bat. A long run for Gonzalez and Ethier. It's going to be in the seats. So Buster Posey wearing out Ryu. Not so much with line drives, with foul balls. Three-two pitch on the ground to short, and Ramirez has it. His throw in the dirt, and Gonzalez cannot dig it out. So the second error in the game, this one by Ramirez.
Well, he nonchalanted that one. Throws it in the dirt, and usually the sure-handed Adrian Gonzalez could not come up with a short hop. We talked about how devastating a walk is to put him back in the stretch of starting inning. How about an error on a routine play? Ouch.
So here's Morse. Pops it up. Gonzalez again on the move, but this one will be in the seats.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear with the superior performing tires that knock it right out of the park. Goodyear, more driven. I love it when the blimp shows up.
Blimp means big game.
Yeah, this is a big game.
Morse had a single that knocked in a pair. He pops it up. Gonzalez over by the Giants dugout. Unfriendly territory, and he'll make the catch. And here's Belt.
Get to the wall, find out where it's at, and then come back with the drift.
Yeah, people might think, well, do guys in the dugout start yelling, I got it, I got it, I got it? They really
yes.
kind of mess with you a little bit. Belt dumped a single into right field that knocked in a run in the first. One ball and one strike. Trying to get Belt on that inside corner. And if he swings at that one, he's going to blow up his bat. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Good breaking ball. Well, I think you're going to see teams go at Belt, Pence, and Michael Morris on that inside corner a lot, simply because they're tall hitters. Pretty standard.
Belt hits it in front of Bruce Bochy. Here's our Geico quote from Brandon Belt on hitting 3 home runs in his first 4 games. Belt said, "Well, I said before the season I would hit 74 home runs, so we'll see what happens."
Now, he did say that tongue-in-cheek, however. A little bit of an example of his sense of humor. He's having fun with it.
On the ground, slowly hit. Gordon will get to it, and he will throw him out. 2 outs, and Posey moves into scoring position. So Ryu does get in on the hands of Belt. So here's Hicks, who does nothing but hit. A long home run yesterday, and then a ringing double. Oh no, it was a pop-up that the Dodgers couldn't catch.
Looked like a line drive tomorrow in the box score.
But it was a double, and he eventually scored. Outside and low, 1 ball and no strikes. Posey reached on an error. He's at second. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'm looking around the stadium, partner, and I'm seeing about a half dozen beach balls that are being tossed around. And it's just part of the deal here.
It's a tradition. You go through, Dodger fans go through their checklist. Sunscreen, binoculars, tickets, beach balls, wallet.
I think beach balls on there like 3 times.
Sunglasses, beach balls.
And don't forget the beach balls.
Rolled foul. It's 2-2. We talked about the home run by Hicks. It was a beauty yesterday.
I mean, he really got into one. Josh Coleman tried to jam him with the belt. This came in a 2-strike count. He went second deck. And it had all the Giants talking about that swing of the bat after the game. He's got power.
Ryu tries to come in. It's 3-2. Arias is on deck. Well into center field. Kemp on the move. Still on the move. And it's off the top of the wall. Posey's going to score. Hicks into second base with a double. And it's 7-0.
So close to hitting it out of the ballpark. And really, that's a play we've seen Kemp make a dozen times. Nice 2-strike swing of the bat. Takes on the deep part of the yard. It looked like he may have had it a little bit, and all of a sudden he collides with the wall and it knocks it out. There you see him measuring it out.
I don't know if he had glove on it.
Yeah, you're right.
Here's Arias. Arias takes a strike. So Hicks this year, how's he done?
Well, he's hitting 1,000. He's got a home run and 2 doubles.
Okay.
I'd say that's a good start. Meanwhile, Arias still looking for his first hit.
And there it is down the left field line. Here comes Hicks, and it's 8-0 Giants.
Well, you know you're going to have a good day if you're Ryan Vogelsong and you hit in the second inning for the second time.
Remember, this started with a Hanley Ramirez throwing error.
That's Joaquin Arias right over the head of Juan Uribe. And I got to tell you, those 2 runs, your point you made about a 6th spot in the first inning, that's great, but it's still a lot of time. You add on to it the second inning, that's a killer. And now A.J. Ellis is going to come out. We may have seen the end of Ryu. He's 65 pitches into it.
He also looks a little frustrated out on the mound. Jose Dominguez. Jamie Wright sat down. Vogelsong, he picked up a couple RBIs. He dumped one in front of Kemp in the first inning.
Here comes Rick Honeycutt. So right now the Dodgers are leading the league in mound visits from catchers, pitching coaches, interpreters. There really isn't a lot you can say if you're Rick Honeycutt other than hang with him, kid. Because it has not been his day.
Six in the first for the Giants, 2 now here in the second. The Giants, Ryu had 5 starts against the Giants and they only scored 11 runs. So here's Vogelsong. Vogelsong looks at a strike. Out of play into the second level. It's 0-2. Pagan watching from the on-deck circle. Got him, and that'll end the inning. Vogelsong thinking, yep, it's all right. I want that one too. 2 more runs for the Giants. 8-0 San Francisco. And the Giants have jumped out to an 8-0 lead. A 6-run first, 2 in the second. Rob Reiner's here.
Meathead?
Yep. I never really wanted to call him that until he put that Dodger cap on. And then he became Meathead.
All over again.
Actually, Archie Bunker did the same thing. He was a good son-in-law until he put that hat on, and then he called him Meathead. I loved Archie.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Here's Adrian Gonzalez.
Giants put on a shift in defense of Gonzalez.
I think we're going to see a lot of shifts this year from a lot of different teams.
I agree. I think you're going to see it everywhere.
Gonzalez hits this one on the ground to Belt, but it goes to Hicks. Hicks behind Vogelsong, but Vogelsong hangs on. And in what was somewhat of a very exciting 4-1 putout.
Well, he hits the ball in what would have been a base hit had they not put the shift on. There's the play by Vogelsong to come back and get that throw. A little errant from Hicks. So the play goes 3-4-1.
So here's Ethier. Ethier 4 for 19 on the season. He takes high and wide. 1 for 6. Make that 4 for 16 lifetime against Vogelsong. Bottom of the second. The home opener for the Dodgers. Flops in an off-speed pitch to even the count.
By the time he dropped that curveball, and it's important for a pitcher to let a team know that he can get all his pitches over the first time through. And as I mentioned before, in Vogelsong's mind, the score is 0-0. Good.
1-2.
But you know you have a good changeup, and you can throw it after a big slow curveball and have a guy way out front.
Former Giant Juan Uribe on deck. Outfield pretty much straight away for Ethier. And it's wide, and it's 2-2. Arias shading Ethier to pull a bit on the infield. Right towards the end of the Giants dugout.
Nice play by Puig. That might be the best play that Puig makes today.
Never know. Ethier pokes this one into the seats.
Talking about Ethier this morning as we were watching him take batting practice. He really impressed us last year when Kemp went down. He took over the responsibilities of playing center field, and he played it well.
He did.
And I didn't know he could do that. Just missed. There's Matt Kemp.
Three and 2 to Andre Ethier. And the first base runner for the Giants will be a walk to Ethier. And here's Uribe.
Third baseman, Juan Uribe.
There's Yasiel Puig. If you just joined us and didn't know, he showed up late today for batting practice and was taken out of the starting lineup, replaced by Kemp.
Well, this would have been his first opening day game as a Dodger in Los Angeles.
Uribe taking all the way, and he takes a strike. Uribe off to a good start. 8 for 21. 5 for 12 against Vogelsong lifetime. Belt holding on Ethier. So this is the first time Vogelsong pitching out of the stretch. Two and one.
And all of a sudden he's just missing a little bit with everything. Back to the 2-2 fastball. Just a shade outside to Ethier here. Try to backdoor that little two-seam changeup, and he's just a little bit outside.
Very high to left field. Morris drifting back. He'll put it away. I think Uribe probably felt like he just missed it.
Yeah, he absolutely feels that way. The ball was hit on the screws. There's too much height.
That's one of those balls where you start looking at other ballparks, and there might be 3 or 4 parks where that's gone.
Well, Fenway Park for sure. And maybe the one we just left.
Yeah. Here's Ellis. Ellis 3 for 16 on the season. That works out to a 188 average. And a first pitch strike from Vogelsong.
His velocity's been steady, 91, 92. If you're Dave Righetti, Bruce Bochy, you got to be pretty happy about that. A lot of people are talking about the Giants' chances this year, talking about the importance of the 4th and 5th spot in the rotation. They got a good start yesterday out of Tim Lincecum. 6 solid innings here. Vogelsong looking sharp today.
Well, he put that right where he wanted to, in on the hands of Ellis. It's 1-2.
Oh, he's had exceptional command with everything today. I know we're 29 pitches into it, but think back. This is his opening day. This is an adrenaline start for Vogelsong, and usually that affects your command, but it's been very positive. I should say it usually affects it in a negative way.
Got him. Vogelsong's first strikeout through 2 innings. 8-0 Giants. Giants 8, Dodgers nothing. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. And we're looking at a new pitcher for the Dodgers.
Well, he's a baby, but he throws very hard. Jose Dominguez, that's what he did last year. He's just got 93 days in the big leagues. Got it 9 games last year, but it was quite impressive. And the fastball that you're going to see is high 90s, and occasionally he'll break 100. He's also got a slider and a changeup. And he doesn't have great command, which when a guy throws that hard cannot be the most comfortable of at-bats.
Stay loose. Here's Pagan. Pagan has struck out and singled. He did that all in the first inning. His single knocked in a run, his 7th run batted into the season. Pagan lifts one out to left for Crawford. Crawford will make the catch. One out. And here's Hunter Pence. Pence has flied out and walked. He had a series here last year. It was remarkable. He hit 5 home runs in the series. And he hit them to all different parts of the ballpark. Outside corner strike.
That was part of an 11 home run September that he had. And it was fun to watch.
Sandoval on deck. One out here in the 3rd. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Here's our McDonald's True Stories. It was the Giants and Dodgers last year, September 12th, 13, 14, 15. It was a 4-game series. He went 8 for 17 with 5 home runs and 12 runs batted in. As Pence strikes out, he joined Willie Mays as the only Giants player to hit a home run in every game of a 4-game series against the Dodgers. And then, of course, we had the broadcaster's jinx.
Yeah, we jinxed him.
As Pence strikes out.
11 homers in September and 32 RBIs. He was the National League Player of the Month. It was beyond hot.
Here's Sandoval, who has walked and he lined out to right field to end the 1st. That's right, he hit twice in the 1st. Rolls this one past Roberto Kelly, and it's no balls and a strike. Ryu ended up going just 2 innings. 8 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Outside from Dominguez. Swing. Gonna miss. 1-2.
That's a good changeup, and for a guy that can run it up there at 99 miles per hour, if he's got a changeup like that, that's a rough combination. He doesn't even need a breaking ball. see why the Dodgers are excited about this young arm.
Sandoval lines it out to Crawford, and that'll end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Dominguez here in the third. Vogelsong coming back out, and he'll be facing D. Gordon. 8-0 Giants. 8-0 Giants. It'll be D. Gordon who will lead things off.
Number 9, second baseman, D. Gordon.
So Gordon with terrific speed, shows bunt, and he takes a pitch high. He's 5 for 13 on the season, and he's hit Vogelsong pretty well. He's 6 for 18 against Vogelsong.
Yeah, he'll definitely shorten you up if you're in the infield because of his speed, especially on the left side.
2-0.
And you look at this guy, and he has incredible tools. He's probably got the best arm of all the Dodgers, and even a better arm than Puig, who has one of the best outfield arms in baseball. But this guy here has got a cannon. And very fast. And he's trying to learn really here at the big league level. I mean, a couple of generations ago, this guy would be in the minor leagues to learn, but he's trying to do it up here. Got lots of talent. Someday he's going to be a star.
Flips one to left for a base hit. First hit for the Dodgers. It comes here in the third, and now the hitter
Number 60
is going to be
pitcher
Jose Dominguez.
Jose Dominguez.
So Dominguez, likely will be asked to lay down a bunt. No bunt shown by Dominguez, and that's a called strike.
Well, he could be in a take mode too. Take a strike and then do your bunt. But hey, he may be a great hitting pitcher. Dodgers know something we don't know. We've never seen Dominguez swing the bat.
Runner goes. Posey's throw is going to be late.
Well, that's D. Gordon's game. Even an 8-0 ball game. I mean, if he gets thrown out right there, he can't even go back to the Dodger dugout.
That's his second steal of the year.
But he makes it easily. And just explosive acceleration. He gets to full speed in about 2 steps. And that is the explosiveness of a base stealer. As soon as he learns the league and learns how to look for keys from pitchers as they tip as to when they're going to go home, he's going to be something.
Got him. So Dominguez is gone, and here's Crawford. By the way, if you recognize that PA voice in the background, that's former Dodger broadcaster Ross Porter, who broadcasted a very long time here in LA. And Ross asked to come in to replace the PA announcer that's usually here, and there's Ross. And he came by to say hello, and it's great to see him. You may have listened to Ross when you were a kid or when you played.
Yeah, he kind of came after I left the homestead for college. It used to be Vince Scully and Jerry Doggett, but Porter came in, and he was always the broadcaster when I was a player, when you were a player.
Always a gentleman.
Always.
As Vince Scully. Crawford takes wide. He had a fly ball to the left. Check that to center field in the first inning. Vogelsong falls behind 2-0.
Favorite story about Ross Porter is we were playing a day game one time in Cincinnati. The Dodgers had flown all night to get into Cincinnati. They had a day off, and then they're going to open up a 4-game against the Reds. And in that it was a day game, we're there. Well, Ross Porter flew in with the team, and instead of going and getting some sleep, he came over to the ballpark and started getting interviews from the Giants players because we were going to play the Dodgers right after the Dodgers had played the Reds. So he was doing some homework, and I thought that was indicative of a true professional.
It's amazing, really, how it didn't rub off on either one of us.
I wouldn't do that. Jeez.
Oh, my goodness. Hank Greenwald taught us well. Hank was the man.
Our captain.
3-1 to Crawford. Crawford takes the strike at 3-2. That's the 3 times now we've seen this in the last 2 games. Trumbo, Sandoval, and now Crawford.
Well, the Dodgers dugout, rather, they're giving Alan Porter, the plate umpire, an earful. They thought that was up.
So 3-2. Hit out to Morris. 2 outs.
Matt.
There's Ross Porter. I don't know. I think he's got a shot. He's obviously not afraid of a microphone. He's got a good voice.
Well, he's no Rennell, but he's pretty good, I got to tell you.
That's true. Yeah, hit a ball out to Hunter Pence and was retired in the first. His first game back, and he looks at a breaking ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Good look over the left shoulder of Michael Morris. Two and 0. So maybe not as crisp out of the stretch for Vogelsong, but a chance to work on it here a little bit.
Now you have to be careful when you go in the outside corner to Matt Kemp. He's a middle away guy.
Three and 0. So it's 3 balls and no strikes to Matt Kemp here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with the Giants leading 8-0. And Kemp looks at a strike, and it's 3-1. E. Gordon at second base with 2 outs. Long look in by Vogelsong. And the high fastball and a walk.
Now that's a mistake with an 8-0 lead. You really do have to make guys swing the bat. Vogelsong stepped off the mound, behind the mound, and started doing some things with his leg lift. Not seen that from Vogelsong ever. So the point you make about him being uncomfortable out of the stretch, I think, is a good one.
Ramirez popped out to Morris, who had to come in. Had to run a long way to make the catch, but he did to end the first. And tight, 1 ball and no strikes. And he comes back with a strike.
Change up, perfect pitch.
It's a count at 1-1.
Those are the pitches right there. You always get an earful if you're pitching from your opposing dugout. You have an 8-0 lead, you're throwing a 1-0 changeup. And hitters, for whatever reason, think when you get a big lead, you should just start pumping fastballs at him. Vogelsong has to pitch his game. And his game is throwing anything in any count.
1-2. In 86 games last year, Hanley Ramirez with 20 home runs.
Now that's big numbers. You consider 86 just a little over a half season. 5 games over half a season.
That's going to be out of play. Buster Posey picked it up a little late, but it's not going to matter. So it's 1-2.
Yeah, nothing puts a smile on a kid better than a foul ball. Just amazing.
Because you can make a friend for life with a foul ball.
Yeah, you can.
1-2 to Hanley Ramirez. Really just tried to freeze him. It's 2-2.
Just off the plate.
54 pitches for Ryan Vogelsong. Gordon at second. Kemp at first. Got him, and that'll end the inning. Buster Posey is going to lead things off here in L.A. It's 8-0 Giants. 8-0 Giants as Buster Posey will bat first here in the 4th inning. Buster Posey takes a strike. He scored twice. He's doubled. He reached on an error. Had a nice chat with Mindy in the dugout before the game. Posey got a piece. It's 0-2.
You got to have a good fastball to throw in by Buster Posey after he's already seen a fastball. 2 pitches, 2 fastballs, and that last ball was by him at 96.
Might be one where you're guessing fastball, you get it, and you're going to swing at it. Outside, 1-2. 6 in the first for the Giants, then came back with 2 in the second. Got him.
And that was 98. And again, Posey was late. And I don't know if I've ever said that about him. Just rear back and go country hardballing right through him at 98.
Here's Morse. Knocked in a pair with a hit in the first. And then in the second, he popped out to Gonzalez right in front of the Giants dugout.
You're 23 years old. You're trying to make a name for yourself in the game. You blow Buster Posey away. That's a feather in your cap.
Good start. Morris hits a high fly ball drifting out into right center field. Kemp says, I got it, and he does. Right in front of the wall.
Brandon Belt coming up had quite a series in Arizona. 3 home runs. Matt McCarthy an opening day, a long potato. And he gets Wade Miley in the first inning. Another long potato. Then in a 2-strike count, he gets Bronson Arroyo in yesterday's ball game.
That's right. 3 on the way to 74. Fouls this one back. He blooped one in for a hit in the first. You see the graphic, 3+ home runs in the first 4 games of the season. I think 0-2 the Giants started out here, and that's when Bonds was knocking balls all over the place. He had 4 in the first 2 games. Giants went on to the World Series that year.
Oh, that was bad because he got walked like 160 times in the next month.
So he really shouldn't have done that, is what you're saying.
Yeah. A little bit too much too early.
0-2 to Belt. Hicks is on deck. And Belt out swinging. It's an 8-pitch inning for Jose Dominguez with a couple of strikeouts. And Adrian Gonzalez is going to lead things off.
And a lot of people have called in sick today, and a lot of them are here as this ballpark is sold out. That shot right there is our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear with a superior performing tire that knocks it out of the park. Goodyear, more driven. Absolutely stunning day for an opening day.
Beautiful.
The Giants so far have enjoyed it.
Here's Gonzalez facing Vogelsong. Gonzalez saw 1 pitch in the 2nd inning and bounced out. Hicks to Vogelsong covering. Down low to even the count. The appeal to third. No swing. Again, the overshift is on. Gonzalez, Ethier, and Uribe. For the Giants and Dodgers, 2 day games, and what would you call a 5 o'clock start?
Well, we've always had that debate. Is it a day game? Is it a night game? I'm saying it's a night game.
All right. So, in the eyes of my partner, 2 day games and a night game. Gonzalez goes the other way and he hits it well. It's starting to carry. Morris leaps and it's gone. Dodgers are on the board. Gonzalez's first home run of the year, and it's 8-1.
And that really is the signature swing from Adrian Gonzalez that we've seen so many times in San Diego. A left-handed hitter going to left field. That really was the stroke that gave him his reputation. The ballpark at daytime has always had more carry than it does at night. You pitch him away, he'll go right with it. Tucks that shoulder in and backspins it right into the left field pavilion.
So here's Ethier, who drew a walk in the 2nd. Ethier takes a strike, so Vogelsong comes right back in with a fastball. Ethier pops it back, 0-2. On deck, Uribe. Suppose he wanted it. It's now 1-2.
Just a little sightline change to cleanse the palate of the eye. They've seen a lot of pitches down around the knees prior to it.
See what Vogelsong comes back with on this 1-2 pitch. Low 2-2. Giants, if you just tuned in, 6 in the first, 2 in the second. At one point in the first, they had 9 hitters in a row reach. Hit well to right. Pence back. Looking out. Gone. Back to back. It's 8-2.
Well, and in that Dodger dugout, they're starting to see a little hope.
here with his first, and here's Uribe.
Coming in 2 strike counts. Little curveball drops middle in, right around the knees. And Ethier just golfs it right out. Not an overswing at all. Nice at bat.
So here's Uribe.
The 2 home runs have definitely got this crowd back into this game. Even down 6 runs.
No swing, 2 balls and no strikes to Uribe.
Uribe has been hot.
Pagan moving over. It's over his head. He gets it. He gets it back into second. And Hicks is going in as the double cutoff. And Uribe with a double. So 3 balls hit very hard.
And that's going to
Vogelsong here in the 4th.
bring Dave Righetti right out to try and calm things down here. To say the Dodgers are confident is an understatement. Ahead in the count, he gets a cripple right at the belt out over the plate. And for a hot hitter, he's not going to miss those. Uribe sitting on a fastball, and he gets it. And he almost makes it 3 in a row, right at the base of the wall in dead center.
So here's A.J. Ellis. Giants bullpen moving around. No. Ellis struck out in the 2nd. And he takes a curveball for a strike. And a quick 0-2 to A.J. Ellis with D. Gordon on deck. Did a fastball 1-2. If you can, you'd like to keep the crowd out of it.
Now, a full house is a powerful asset.
Slowly hit. It'll be Belt flipping to Vogelsong. Uribe moves over to 3rd.
And it's always your goal as an opposing pitcher to come into an arena like this when it's filled to just keep it quiet.
D. Gordon lined a base hit over Arias at short. For the first Dodger hit that came in the 3rd inning. Now Sandoval and Belt will play in as he pops this one back and out of play. Arias and Hicks will play at normal depth. And normal depth with Gordon, as fast as he is about a step in from normal depth. Rolled foul, 0-2.
I'm looking at where Joaquin Arias is at shortstop, and I'm thinking if Gordon hits a medium ground ball to shortstop, they're not going to get him.
I agree. He's got to maybe come in another step.
Arias does not have a strong arm for a shortstop.
So Vogelsong now can go for the strikeout. And he tries to get it with a high fastball. It's 1-2.
That was not an easy take either for Gordon.
Scott Van Slyke is on deck. Two and two.
Brandon League starting to get heated up for the Dodgers.
Who's it going to be? Sandoval. And Sandoval makes the catch. Uribe has to stay. Good as a strikeout. And here's Van Slyke. Nope. Yep.
Number 33, Scott Van Slyke.
Slyke starting to go back. He's going back for some more pine tar. Van Slyke is 2 for 3 on the season. One of those hits, a home run. He's got some power. His dad, first base coach for the Seattle Mariners, Andy Van Slyke.
Now you're right about Scott Van Slyke. He's got power at all fields, and he's going to try and use it here.
When everybody was banged up for the Dodgers last year, Van Slyke had some big hits. Two and 0 to Van Slyke. Top of the order, Crawford on deck. And Vogelsong comes in. It's 2-1. Two and two. Bit of a hanger.
Yeah, it was. Van Slyke thought it was high, too. I mean, you always want any strike you can get, but you don't want to make a habit of hanging breaking balls up in the strike zone, because those usually don't get past the hitter.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. Back-to-back home runs. Gonzalez, 8th year. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. And there's your new pitcher. It's Brandon League.
Brandon League. That's what he did last year. 5.30 ERA. 69 hits and 54 and a third. And you look at this guy's stuff and you think to yourself, how does anybody hit him? He has great stuff. You're going to see a mid to high 90s sinker. I mean, a turbo sinker with a split. Great strikeout pitches. He just doesn't have great command. Like that. They wanted him to be the closer. He certainly has closer stuff. He just doesn't have closer command.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of money from the Mariners, where he pitched very well. Hicks bounces this one right back to League. One out, and Hicks retired for the first time this year. And here's Arias. Arias with a walk in the first he scored, and then he got a 2-out base hit to knock in a run in the second. Yeah, there was some talk that the Dodgers in spring training might release Brandon League, but they're a little bit reluctant just because of his contract.
Well, the problem with his motion, you watch him take the ball out of his glove, he really swings his arm around. And because of that, he does not have a consistency in his release point. Right there. It's got a loop in his takeback, and they've tried to get it a little more correct, a little more compact, to where he has a stroke that is more repeatable than the one he has right now, because the one he has right now, it just, you don't know where it's going.
Arias strikes out. The league with his first strikeout, and here's Vogelsong. Giants have not had a base runner since Arias singled in the second.
Well, that last split right there is as good as you can throw one. I mean, that's nasty stuff. And you look at the velocity and you look at the movement, you think, wow, this guy could really be something. It's been very frustrating for him.
Vogelsong on one pitch hits it to Gonzalez, and that'll end the inning. So a quick inning for League. And Vogelsong will head right back out to face the top of the order for the Dodgers. That was after, of course, the game on Monday where Sandoval struggled a bit defensively, but he has calmed everything down.
Well, this becomes the biggest inning of the game for Ryan Vogelsong. He had a long fourth inning, then a very quick top of the fifth. He's right back out there facing the top of the line. And I got to believe the Dodger dugout, they're thinking this is their shot to get him.
Crawford has flied out twice. And he's going to roll this one foul. Belt will pick it up in the coach's box. It's 0-1 to Carl Crawford. Low.
You absolutely have to make them swing the bat. You have a 6-run lead, top of the lineup, they're facing you for the third time. You cannot offer up free passes.
Clipper, Chris Paul is here. Great player.
Really is.
Fun to watch. Got booed when they introduced him. Must be a Laker audience.
Oh, there's a lot of Giants fans here who are also Warrior fans.
2-1 pitch. 3-1 to Crawford. Think they'd boo Steph Curry here?
Yes,
I do. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-2.
I mean, are you kidding? This crowd, they'd boo Juan Serra just because he built some Northern missions. Not very fond of Northern California.
Payoff pitch. It's hit right field. Hence will keep Crawford at first. So back in the stretch, Vogelsong.
Well, he worked himself into a count where he had the challenge. It was 3-2. There was nothing special location-wise on that fastball. Just put the pressure on the hitter, and a nice start of the inning for the Dodgers. A good at bat for Crawford. And with that swing of the bat, you're going to see some activity in the Giants bullpen. Bruce Bochy knows how important this time through the lineup is.
Kemp has flied out and walked in his debut today. Crawford goes. Posey's got it. His throw is going to be late.
He never had a chance. Buster Posey never had a chance. See David Huff starting to get heated up. And that's a red alert right now.
That's the second steal of the year for Crawford.
Posey tried to hurry it up, but Vogelsong just put him in a hole. A very deliberate move out of the stretch. And Crawford took advantage of it.
Kemp wraps it into the gap. It's going to knock in Crawford, and Kemp has got a double, and it's 8-3. And David Getty's going to come out.
Now Getty's going to stall for time, and this becomes the biggest hitter, the most important hitter for Vogelsong.
Oh, look, you can look at it two ways when it comes to thinking about whether a guy is out there and he might be a little tired. You can do it by how the opposition's swinging or by the number of pitches that he's throwing.
He's had a lot of stretch time today. I mean, the next pitch he's going to throw is 90. That's a lot. And the contact you're talking about is very, very loud. Dodgers the second time through the lineup, I mean, they started flexing their muscles.
Well, look, just about anywhere in this lineup, you're in the teeth of it, but this is the middle of it. Ramirez has popped out and struck out. So 2 balls hit hard here in the 5th. And Ramirez pulls up. Joe West says no swing. That's correct. It's 1 ball and no strike.
Vogelsong has been behind in a lot of counts the last inning and a half.
Two and 0.
And this is not a situation that you would give up a runner with an open base. I mean, you have a 5-run lead, and you have to make these guys swing the bat. You cannot be given free 90-foot increments.
Well, you got 2 left-handed hitters coming up. 2 good ones. Two balls and a strike.
Good change up. Now, the point you made a couple innings ago about the problem that he's had today, it really has been out of the stretch. And here again, another 3-ball count.
Well, with 2 left-handed hitters coming up, this could be his last hitter. Should he lose it?
And it might be his last hitter even if he gets him.
So Ramirez will sit on a pitch that he likes. And he lines it into left field, a base hit. Kemp will be held. So Ramirez with his first hit. And Bruce Bochy's coming out. And I don't think Vogelsong just now noticed that the manager is coming to get him. So the Dodgers, Crawford, Kemp, and Ramirez have all reached here in the 5th. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts. We'll be back. And that's going to bring David Huff into the ball game.
Take a look at the numbers for David Huff last year with the Indians and the Yankees, 3-1 with a 5.50 ERA. Huff, for most of his career, been a starter, and he's got all the pitches that you would see from a starter. He can sink and cut the fastball. He's got a curveball, slider, a changeup.
Gonzalez homered off of Vogelsong in the 4th. Easier to follow.
Against left-handed pitching, a lot of times Adrian Gonzalez will just sit on breaking ball for him. Just think left field.
One ball and no strikes.
Some of that bullpen, you're always taught to make something happen. Get in that strike zone, put that pressure on the hitter, make something happen.
Two and out. Opposite field home run in the 4th inning.
The fastball in the outside corner. And like we've seen Gonzalez do so many times, just get backspin right out to left field.
And this time Huff gets the call. It's 2-1.
J.C. Gutierrez starting to get heated up. He's thinking about Juan Uribe.
2-2. Well, there was the breaking ball you were talking about. Two balls, two strikes to Adrian Gonzalez. I suppose he keeps it close. It's 3-2.
3-ball count in this inning.
Nobody out. 3-2. Got him.
That is a big out.
92.
Right to the outside corner with a nice four-seam fastball. And Adrian Gonzalez waves right through it.
He actually might look like he was thinking about a break.
Yeah, that was a defensive swing. I mean, he will do that, and he'll guess like a big dog and look off speed. 2 strike counts, not a problem.
Here's Ethier, a walk and a home run. Solo shot in the 4th.
Now if you're Huff, you're pounding the knees with sinkers and sliders, trying to get that ground ball for a double play. Had a nice chat with Huff today. So we got a lot of passes here. He's from the Southern California area. Went to UCLA. He says, no, he says, I was raised a Padre fan. He's closer to San Diego.
Fouled at the plate, so I guess you re-ask that, right, in a couple of weeks.
That's what he said. Ask me again when we get to San Diego. I'm going to get beat up.
Easter weekend, Giants will be in San Diego. I fully expect that Giants fans will take over that ballpark again.
He did say that he was surprised at how much the tickets were that you could leave your family members here in Los Angeles. It's a $140 ticket. And it's significant because players have to pay 35% tax on the tickets that they leave for people, friends and family.
So that's why I left tickets for your family?
Yeah, I appreciate that. That is not the most expensive ticket that you could leave as a major league player. When you get to New York and you're playing the Mets, that's when it gets a little creative.
That's when you use the Bob Willis.
You have two answers for friends and family: no and heck no.
Ethier, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Again, the same fastball he struck out Gonzalez with. He throws through under Ethier. Four-seamer outside corner. And in the eye of the hitter, that fastball on the outside corner looks like it's cutting away from him, sliding away ever so slightly.
Ethier had a better swing. The pitch was more towards the middle of the plate. It stays at 2-2. Pretty clear today, Mikey.
Oh, indeed it is. I mean, you can see Mount Wilson behind the right field scoreboard. Beautiful. Oh, some days we come here, the mountains they don't show up.
Ball back. It's a pretty good battle going on between Ethier and Huff. Two balls, two strikes. Up the middle, and a base hit. It got right through Huff, and it's now 8-4.
And that's the ground ball he was pitching for. And it found a hole. Slider down and away, and it goes right back where it came from, and there's nobody standing behind second base.
Huff may have been disappointed that he didn't actually knock it down. Here's Uribe. So 2 runs in here in the 5th. Uribe fouls it out of play.
And he was on it. Dodgers have really set it up for one of the hottest hitters right here with Uribe. He's off to a great start.
Sandoval's got it. No play. And that'll bring up A.J. Ellis.
Now you had a ground ball find a hole, and now you have an absolute bullet find a glove. And that thing was roasted. Sandoval didn't even get a chance to get a step. All he could do was fall to the right. That's all the time he had.
A.J. Ellis is 0 for 2.
That line drive would break in a glove.
Ellis takes a strike.
Nice first pitch changeup.
Ramirez at second, Ethier at first. D. Gordon is on deck. On a play, it's now 1-2. For Ryan Vogelsong, 4+, 7 hits, 4 innings,
Couple of walks, 4 strikeouts.
That'll be foul past Sandoval. Offensively for the Giants, after they did all their scoring in the first and second inning, they have not had a base runner since the second. So that's the thing, you cannot sit on that lead. Again out of play. Remember last year the Dodgers had 2 Ellises in their lineup. And Mark Ellis, for whatever reason, chose to sign with the St. Louis Cardinals. He's a pretty valuable guy. One and 2 to A.J. Ellis. Got him, and that'll end the inning. 2 runs for LA. Top of the order coming up for the Giants. It's 8-4 San Francisco. 8-4 Giants as we go to inning number 6. It'll be Pagan, Pence, and Sandoval. Giants have not had a base runner since Arias singled in the second. They did do some damage, however. 6 in the first, 2 in the second. But have been quiet since then. So here's Pagan facing Brandon League, and Pagan shows bunt, and he takes a pitch low. 1 ball and no strikes. Looked like Pagan was more taking than actually thinking about bunting.
Well, I think you have to be patient with a guy like Brandon League, who's got that reputation of being a little bit wild. Let him dig a hole. And the longer the at bat goes from League, the more likely you're going to get something up. And that's how you try and hit a sinker ball.
2-0. The Dodgers have done a good thing, is their bullpen has kept the Giants quiet, and their offense has put a couple of innings back to back where they've scored.
Yeah, you're right. Jose Dominguez really calmed things down. Did a nice job of 2 good innings.
And Pagan taking all the way. It's 2-1. Uribe in at third. 3-1 to Pagan.
Be patient with a guy like League. Be patient.
And the walk to Pagan. And that'll bring up Pence. So Pence walked in the first. He's 0 for 2.
I don't think the Giants did a great job of in the series in Arizona. Was their 4th and 5th at bats every game were stellar. They put numbers up on the board. I mean, a lot of late game scoring, and a lot of it came after 2 outs. And those money hits are the hits that really give a collective group of hitters confidence.
So Pagan with a healthy lead. And Pence takes inside 1-0. Pablo Sandoval on deck. Pagan does not go, and Pence fouls it back. He got one in on his hands.
Yeah, I think he swung the ball too. Pence is not one of those guys who's going to be patient. I mean, he's going to hack. But with this type of power, I mean, he can put one out of here and put a 2 spot on the board in a hurry. I don't think Bruce Bochy wants him to change his aggressiveness at all, even against a guy like League.
Well, Pence just a unique player. He does everything well. Showed us in Arizona that he can throw people out as well from right field. And doesn't have many bad days.
Well, we haven't seen one yet. And that's since he's come over and joined the club.
Pagan does not go, and this is rolled foul. It's 2-2. Pagan, Deke and me, it's looking like he's going to go. Time to log on to csnbayarea.com and decide the player of the game. Your vote counts. Winner will be revealed during Giants postgame live. Follow the action on the diamond like never before with enhanced Bloomberg stats and more. Giants in-game live on csnbayarea.com. Log on now and vote. 2-2 to Pence. Pagan goes. It's low. The throw down to second, and they got him.
And Pagan does not think so. And he's talking to Marty Foster, the second base umpire, pleading his case, and it is falling on deaf ears. And Bruce Bochy going to come out.
Well, it's not a bad idea to argue calmly because it gives everybody a chance to look at it. I mean, you're in the 6th inning, right?
And this is a big play. The momentum of this game has definitely shifted. And Bruce Bochy going to try and go out there and bring that momentum back to his club. That's a big 90 feet. And Bochy is just looking over to see if he can get something that says it is a play worth challenging. And he just got the thumb down sign from Ron Wotus. So he is not going to appeal it.
Yeah.
They got him. What a great throw from A.J. Ellis.
So good call by Marty Foster. Good throw by A.J. Ellis.
And they got him.
And here's Sandoval. I think that changes things a little.
Yeah.
Sandoval rolls it foul. Lead with his second strikeout. One ball and one strike to Pablo Sandoval. Out of play. Sandoval is lined out twice, once to right, once to left. The Giants got that first base runner since the second, and he wasn't out there very long. Sandoval bounces it foul. This is the pitch to Pence.
They called that strike 3? That's unbelievable.
A rough call.
That's a horrible call.
2-2 to Sandoval. And he got him, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It'll be D. Gordon to lead things off. 8-4 Giants. Things off. There's a shot at Dodger Stadium.
I cannot tell you how big this at bat is in this game. You're not looking at a guy that can really stir the drink. A lot of speed in there, a base stealer. For him leading off an inning, this is a big out to get for David Huff.
Gordon looks at a strike. He's 1 for 2. Shows bunt, and it's a ball and a strike.
Was it easier to bunt off left-handed pitchers or right-handed?
I always thought it was easier off of lefties. For whatever reason, I just seem to see the ball a lot better, especially if you're moving a little bit towards first. There's the bunt, and it's foul.
Well, as a left-handed hitter like you were, did you take it down the first base line with you, or did you feel better going to third base?
I liked going down to first. It's always easier with a lefty. But I even did it against righties. Had a hard time getting the ball, pushing it towards third. One and two to Gordon. Giants can relax a bit on defense on the infield. He's going to bunt again, and he's going to have a hit. And that's a two-strike bunt.
Now that is a huge play. The momentum of this game has shifted, and he just created momentum right there with a two-strike bunt. And that was not a gift either. That was on the outside corner. He takes advantage of the defense sagging back. Wow, what a play.
Well, I will tell you that that'll be the last time this year that a defensive third baseman is going to move back with two strikes on Gordon.
Oh, you're right. Maybe scout below us just lowered his head, put that in the report.
Here's Justin Turner. Turner takes a strike. Turner on the year is 1 for 4. He's had one at-bat lifetime against Huff, and he's grounded out. Bottom of the 6th.
Gutierrez up for the second time. Won't take him long this time to get ready.
The Dodgers have had their leadoff hitter on the last 4 innings. Turner takes outside. Is Gordon looked like he was going to go, but he put on the brakes.
Pretty good sized lead right there.
Swing and going to miss.
Saw the large lead from D. Gordon that his first move was back to the bag, and guys will have one-way leads, either one way, and they'll go on first move for the pitcher, the one way either back to the bag or if they're going to steal. And he was definitely going back to the bag. Guy that likes to go one way, and again they'll go on first move. 3 times in a row to first base, you get a good chance of getting it.
Gordon goes, swing and a miss. Posey's throw will be late. It'll get into center field, and Gordon ends up at third.
Going on first move. Posey throws it up, and Arias went down to get the ball and made contact with D. Gordon with his glove. So the ball goes right into center field. And watch how quickly Gordon gets up and scampers into third. And that's what speed can do.
Here's Crawford. Crawford pops it up. Who's calling for it? It's Arias, and he'll make the catch.
That is a huge out.
And Bruce Bochy's coming out. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and tune-up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts, 8-5, or make that 8-4 Giants. Dodgers have Dee Gordon at third with 2 outs. And their new pitcher is Juan Gutierrez.
Take a look at the 2013 season for Gutierrez. He's a hard thrower. Got a fastball that'll go mid-90s. Slider, changeup, and I think his favorite specialty pitch is a curveball. We saw good curveballs all spring. His last outing in Arizona, it was the curveball that sort of was not his friend that night. He hung a lot of it, which we did not see him do in spring training. And he's going to face a guy that right now that's got good history against him. Kemp 4 for 6 lifetime with a home run. And this becomes a very big at bat in this game.
Kemp doubled off of Vogelsong in the 5th. Outside and low, 1 ball and no strikes.
Nice velocity on the pitch at 96.
Two and 0.
The guy's got 4 for 6 ownage on you. The pitcher knows it. And he also knows the location of every one of those 4 hits that the guy got off him, especially the home run. So Gutierrez knows the hot zones to stay away from.
And he gets the call. Kemp didn't like it.
Question is, can he hit the spots that he needs to hit to stay away from the strengths of the hitter?
Two balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. 2 and 2.
Threw that one right by him. 4 pitches, 4 fastballs, and they're all clocked in at 96.
Got him. With some big league gas. 7th inning coming up.
That was huge.
Active early. 6 in the first, 2 in the second. They've not had a hit since the second, however. Vogelsong went 4 innings. Ryu, he got touched up for 6 earned runs. And you can see the most runs scored by the Giants on the top of the first at Dodger Stadium since it opened. Dodgers bullpen has been terrific. That's our Toyota game summary. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and small experts. Chris Withrow is the new pitcher.
Take a look at what he's done this season. Chris Withrow, rookie, 6'4", 215-pounder, and he throws hard. He's a guy that was a 20th pick and kind of lingered a long time in the minor leagues with the Dodgers. Just really could never get command of his fastball. And last year they saw him progress, and he started getting command of the strike zone, and he got right to the big leagues. That's the kind of stuff he has. Good fastball. You'll see mid to high 90s. He's got a curveball, slider, a changeup.
Buster Posey stands in. Buster this afternoon doubled off that short ball down the left field line in the first inning. Reached on an error and then Dominguez struck him out in the 4th. And a good breaking ball. And that evens the count.
I know he's going to even swing at that one in a 1-0 count. Not when the guy's throwing 95 plus. But he may have just done Posey a favor showing him the strikeout pitch in a 1-0 count.
Two and one, not a Buster Posey.
Withrow really has quick arm action.
Off the plate, not. 2-2. Okay, I'm calling pitches from up here. I'm sorry.
Well, it's Alan Porter, man. His strike zone could be a little weird. It has been today.
I'm going to set up outside again. Why not? And Mr. Posey has one run in on his hands, and he fouls it out of play. That's where you're glad you didn't take a peek to see where the catcher was setting up.
I mean, if you were diving out there to where the catcher was setting up,
that's called knuckles.
You'd have got hurt. But a guy like Withrow, I mean, you really can't exaggerate your targets with him because he doesn't have great command. But he's got such great stuff, you can just set that target in the middle of the plate, and he can still be effective because he can miss and put the ball in the corners when he's aiming down the middle. And you saw A.J. Ellis's target. I mean, it was right behind the dish, and that was in a 2-2 count. So this becomes a big pitch for Withrow. Leadoff hitter so important.
Posey way out in front on a 3-2 pitch, and that was unfair.
Yeah, it looked like a 91-mile-an-hour slider. And to Withrow's credit, they saved that pitch until they had a 2-strike situation to use it.
So here's Morris, who's 1 for 3, knocked in a pair of runs in the first. Outside corner. Joaquin Arias in the second, a 2-out base hit, a line drive over Uribe's head at third. It knocked in Hicks. That's the last hit for the Giants. Pagan drew a walk in the 6th for the only base runner since then.
Yeah, the Dodger middle relief really has brought some calm to this game and has allowed their offense to sneak back.
Two and one to Morris.
One of the key components of the Dodger bullpen, Brian Wilson, on the disabled list. But even with him gone, they do not lack for stuff coming out of that pen. That is definitely one of the strengths of this club.
Mike.
Yes, we have a beach ball.
A beach ball. You came to the game a lot of times here as a kid, right?
Yes, I did.
I'll bet you not one time did your dad say bring a beach ball.
No.
He might have arrested somebody if he saw him bring a beach ball, although it'd be pretty hard to throw it out from the upper deck onto the field.
You're right about him wanting to arrest a guy with beach balls. That was not his favorite thing.
Hardy, 2-2.
97-mile-an-hour fastball. We used to have a pool as to what inning the first beach ball would get on the field and stop play.
And whoever took the top of the 7th won the pool.
That's right.
Which, by the way, would be not my first choice. I would go top of the first.
Well, Guys that usually got the first inning weren't too happy because there's still about 40% of the ballpark that was empty.
Good point. Especially it takes you, what, maybe a hitter to blow them up?
Yeah.
Down the right field line, it's going to just slice foul.
One thing we saw a lot of from Michael Morris during spring training was a lot of approach to right field. And if he hits a ball down the right field line like he just did and it goes out, Giants fans should not be surprised. He's got great strength to the right side of the field.
Yeah, the hot spot at Nationals Park was right center. Took advantage of that when he was playing for the Nationals. Got him.
That is nasty stuff, folks.
Belted his first Major League home run in 2011. He did it here off of Chad Billingsley. And he did it on April Fool's Day. He's got 3 this year, none today. High from Withrow.
A little cutter.
Giants and Dodgers tomorrow. Madison Bumgarner out for his second start. Mike Kane on Sunday. One ball and one strike.
Stand with that cutter. It's just flat movement, and you're not even thinking about knee-high location. Where you try and think of when you're throwing to a hitter like Belt is belt high location with that cut that bores in on him hard, and he's throwing it at 93.
Sharply on the ground to Gonzalez, and Withrow with a nice 7th inning. Middle of the order coming up, led by Hanley Ramirez. It's 8-4 Giants. New left fielder for the Giants is Juan Perez. So Gutierrez stays in after striking out Kemp to end the 6th. We'll go after Ramirez, Gonzalez, and Ethier.
Number 13, Hanley Ramirez.
Ramirez 1 for 3. He singled in the 5th. And a strike to open up the at-bat to Hanley Ramirez. 53,493 here this afternoon. You would expect that number is going to stay pretty much the same the next 2 games as well. Swing and a miss, nothing at 2.
We're seeing a different Gutierrez today than we saw in Arizona. I mean, evidenced by that first curveball that he threw Ramirez to open up this at bat. He didn't throw a curveball like that at all in his last outing. And he follows it right back up with a well-placed fastball.
Up the middle and a base hit.
And credit Ramirez for going down and beating a curveball below the strike zone.
5th straight inning, the leadoff hitter is aboard.
That makes it so tough when that leadoff hitter gets on. I mean, that's not a hanger either. Nice at bat.
Gonzalez 1 for 3, homered in the 4th.
Now, Gutierrez is not very quick out of the stretch, and the Dodgers know this. You may see Hanley Ramirez try and steal.
Good swing by Gonzalez, and it's 0-1.
And that was not a go to right field swing, go to left field swing. That was, I want to hit the ball over the pavilion swing.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Ethier on deck. Overshift is on for Gonzalez. Sandoval at the shortstop position. And you might find that odd, as this is going to be out of play when you consider that Gonzalez's home run went to the opposite field. But I'm quite sure the Giants have a lot of history on Gonzalez, where he just doesn't hit many ground balls to the opposite field.
You made a point early on talking about how you think we're going to see a lot of extreme defensive sets this year. We've already seen a lot of extreme ones in spring training. And what was interesting about seeing all the extreme defensive sets is they weren't from within the Giants division. They were from the American League.
Ramirez goes. There's a swing and a foul that nearly got Buster Posey on the throwing hand. They just have to get out of there. Exposes that hand. But you're right. We saw it in spring training. We saw it a lot. Actually, the team that did it the most was the Indians.
Rangers. I mean, you would expect the Padres maybe, or the Dodgers that are within the division with the Giants, but we saw it from the other teams. But I think you're going to see a lot of it this year.
Ramirez goes again. Posey's throw, and they did not get him. And I think that's the right call.
He's Bochy going to take some time out there. Going on the reaction from Arias, I think they got him. This is one that they may challenge. They got him.
Yep.
And they will challenge.
Yep.
Now Buster Posey took a long look as well. But the reaction from Arias really set up a red flag. And the Giants in the bench, they gave Bochy the thumbs up that they got him. And here comes the tag from Arias. He's out.
Well, Henry Ramirez thinks he's out. He's walking back to the dugout. Double headsets.
You're right. Hanley Ramirez says.
Oh, he's getting a drink of water.
He's faking like he's getting a drink of water. I have never seen that. He's not heading back there either.
He's not. He's going to wait. I would think that that's horrible body language.
I would just go on Hanley Ramirez. This shouldn't be taking that long.
Well, I've got. And now the umpires are going to make their call, and he is out at second base. Next time we'll just ask Hanley.
I mean, Hanley Ramirez walked off the field, went over to the top step, got a drink of water and faked like he knew he was out. But I think if you're a runner, you have to at least give the illusion that you were safe. Easy one to call right there, and that's a big out. And you can see why Arias was so upset.
Good throw, good tag. 1-2 to Gonzalez. Got him.
Now that's the Gutierrez they saw all spring that allowed him to make this club. He was not happy with his first outing in Arizona. It wasn't a good one. Here, I mean, that ball had some giddy up on it and a great location.
So here's Ethier. Ethier, a home run and a single, a walk. He's been on base 3 times. Ethier fouls it back. Ethier fouls it out of play, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
The last pitch was a changeup from Gutierrez at 89.
Yeah, when Bruce Bochy decided that it was going to be a challenge to when the out call was made, it was 1 minute and 45 seconds. So I think everybody can live with that.
Yeah, that's good.
The other night, you get into the 4-minute range.
Well, they had one over 4 minutes in the Oakland game.
I think that's when people start to go.
That's ridiculous.
Look, we get it. We all get it. The idea is to get it right. And Gutierrez is dealing. 8th inning coming up. 8-4 Giants. We'll be here. So here's Hicks. Hicks takes low. Hicks had a pop-up that fell in for a double, and then he hit one off the center field wall for a double. And a strike. This guy's throwing hard today.
Oh, he's got great stuff. I don't think there's anybody coming out of that Dodger bullpen that is a comfortable at bat. You're going to see some flames.
Bottom 3 in this Giants lineup. The pitcher spot is due up 3rd. I'm not sure if I can see anybody up in the Giants bullpen. Looks quiet. I don't know what Machi's throwing. Low, 3-1. Dodgers made a lot of changes to this ballpark. Not a lot of them are visual to us or to the fans that come out to the park when they get in their seats. There's a strike, 3-2. Giants have a new visiting clubhouse, which is really right behind their dugout. Usually you had to go down some steps and then up some steps to get to the old dugout or the old clubhouse, which is still there. Kick strikes out on a high fastball. Withrow with 3 strikeouts, and here's Arias.
Giants have struck out 11 times against Dodger pitching today.
At one point, the Dodgers or the Giants after 2 innings, the Giants had 8 hits. The Dodgers had none. Well, they've out-hit the Giants 10-0 since then. Here's Arias. Arias chases, and it's 0-1. Ere Adrianza is on deck. Dominguez, League, and now Withrow.
Who did not miss by much. We've seen that pitch called a strike. That really has been the one corner that has been the inconsistent side of Alan Porter's strike zone. Outside the right-handers today.
2-2.
One deep breath to relax.
And another strikeout for this Dodger bullpen. 2 outs, and here's Adrianza.
Blow out the breath and blow a fastball right by the hitter.
Finish hitting for pitcher 1 for the Astros.
Here's Machi. So here's Adrianza. 1 for 8 to open up the season. Part of Adrianza's problem is he kept challenging Paul Goldschmidt at first. It usually doesn't work. He hit some balls hard right at Goldschmidt or to his left and to his right. And that pop-up is out of play.
Withrow has shown exceptional stuff. He's faced 5 guys. He's got 7 swing throughs. Now, that's a lot. For Kirk Reeder, that was like 3 starts worth of swing throughs.
You're right. Adrianza flips one out into right center field, but Ethier is going to get there, and that'll end the inning. Juan Uribe is going to lead things off. 8-4 Giants. 8-4 Giants, bottom of the 8th. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. Your oil change tune-up and smog experts.
Gene Machi, the new pitcher now for Bruce Bochy. 3rd time he's come in this year. He's off to a good start. He's the guy who's been the vulture. He's picked up 2 wins. So Arizona was good to him.
Outside to Uribe. He's 1 for 3.
Going to see a slider, a low to mid-90s fastball, and a forkball from Machi.
Alan Porter, the home plate umpire, calls that a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. That's 94 from Machi. Souvenir just below to our right, and it's a 1-2. Vogelsong, Huff, Gutierrez, Machi. And this one headed to our right and out of play. Mike and I were watching the introductions really before the game, and they introduced the Dodger players, and they introduced Juan Uribe, and both looked at each other and agreed that he was a good Giant.
Yes, he was.
And that's foul.
And look at him, and I think of the swing of the bat that he had against the Phillies in the deciding game of the National League Championship in Philadelphia in 2010.
Ball sailed over the head of Jason Worth, snuck over the fence, and the Giants went on to beat the Phillies in 6 games. Remember the odd start to that game?
Yeah.
Jonathan Sanchez. And Uribe's out. Is that pitch you're talking about?
That's the fork. And that's what he likes to do. He likes to get ahead with the fastball and the slider, and he likes to finish you off with the fork. And on certain days when he gets a great feel with the fork, he can just go at you with it every pitch. He doesn't think anybody can hit his fork.
No. You remember also, Mike, that was the series that Bruce Bochy made the choice of not playing Pablo Sandoval, putting Uribe at third and Edgar Renteria at short. Foul back, and it's 0-1. And that's the way it stayed. And I don't remember Renteria doing a whole lot, except maybe hitting a home run.
Yeah, I think he had a lot to do with the ring the Giants won.
Ellis looks at a strike. It's 0-2.
Good slider. And, you know, with that slider, he could really steal strikes because he's getting enough reputation around the league now because of that split. And you're going to think about 2 things getting in the box against him. You're going to think about that mid-90s fastball and the fork ball. You're going to forget about that slider. He just utilized it to get a strike 2. And there was the fork.
There's Giants president Larry Baer. Where's the hat? Well, CEO. Watching his team with an 8-4 lead, and the 1-2 pitch to Ellis. Ellis pops it up just over Vince Scully, and it remains 1-2. Machi at the belt. Roll foul. Way outside. It's 2-2.
Mr. Posey wanted that slider. Catcher really, more so than the pitcher, can tell what type of stuff a pitcher has.
Right at Arias. 2 down. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, is celebrating 12 years. Join the millions of subscribers. Watch every out-of-market game live in true HD on over 400 devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit sfgiants.com for details. We use it all the time. D. Gordon with a couple of hits. If you just joined us, he did something very interesting in his last at bat. With 2 strikes on him, he laid down a bunt.
Perfect bunt. Yeah, that's 2-strike bunt that he had is going to get talked about around baseball. I think it's pretty cool, though. If you've got his speed, do it. Why not? It's all about learning how to use your skills when you have his type of talent, and then being able to be consistent with it.
Hicks has got it, and that'll end the inning. Through 8 innings here at Dodger Stadium, it's 8-4 Giants.
16th year at the big leagues. You're going to see a sinker, which he's always had. But he's got a nice cutter to go with that sinker now. A curveball, slider, changeup, and he'll throw everything at you. Really had a nice year last year for the Dodgers. I think you're part of 2012 with the Dodgers. Last year was at Tampa Bay. But last year, just a solid season. 66 appearances for Tampa Bay. What a couple of clowns.
Here's Pagan. And it's a call strike. You said that like you meant it.
Those 2 guys are here at every Dodger Giants game. Are you a clown guy?
You know, I was a big Bozo guy when he was on Channel 9 in Chicago growing up, but that's about it.
Yeah.
We didn't have too many of them run around the farm.
You guys had Bozo on WGN. We had Chucko, the clown, here.
Probably cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
Pence to follow. Rolled to the first baseman, Gonzalez. 1 out.
Hunter Pence.
Here's Pence.
The Giants had a walk, a leadoff walk by Pagan in the 6th inning, but I mean, the Dodgers have faced the minimum since the 3rd inning. They got the final out there, and then that's it. The Giants just have not been able to do anything with this Dodger bullpen.
Pence 0 for 3. Pablo Sandoval to follow. The only 2 hitters that started out this game that don't have a hit for the Giants, and that's Pence and Sandoval.
Dodger bullpen 6 1/3 innings. No hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts.
Sandoval, who's on deck watching Pence. 3 balls and 1 strike. Big chopper to Uribe at third. And Pence is retired. 2 outs. Here's Sandoval. Sandoval is lined out twice and he struck out. He started the first inning rally for the Giants with a 2-out walk, and he was the first of 9 straight Giants to reach. Also in that big inning, Vogelsong had a hit to knock in a pair. Buster Posey to follow. Game 1 of a 3-game series. And this is game 5 of this road trip. Strike to Sandoval to even the count. In the dirt. Four Dodger relievers in this game today. 3-1, and they've all been terrific.
Yeah, they really have. So the Giants players, I mean, they got a pretty good scout report about what to expect out of that Dodger bullpen. Got to see it firsthand today, and they had to have been impressed with what they saw.
Sandoval, not thinking about a walk, lifts it out of play. It's 3-2. Giants are home. Well, they're home Sunday night, but for a game, it'll be on Tuesday against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Sandoval off the end of the bat. Gordon to his right has it, and that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 8-4 Giants.
See the numbers for Javier Lopez. He's already been in 3 games. The Giants have 4. And he has been fantastic. Just 1 hit allowed in 1 inning. Javier Lopez. He will face a pinch hitter, Sean Figgins.
So it's Lopez
And change for the Dodger pitcher, Jamie Wright.
to face Sean Figgins.
Number 18, Sean Figgins.
So Figgins will be the first Dodger hitter.
Giants on the corners will respect the bunt and take it away. Figgins will drag. He will push the bunt.
Figgins 0 for 2. Check that. Higgins has walked twice. He's done that in 2 official at bats. Two quick strikes from Javi Lopez.
Well, the way he took that one, I don't think he saw it very well. You got to be in the hit mode when you're down 0-1. The way he took that, it kind of surprised him. Ooh. Little wrap-around backdoor breaking ball, just a wee bit low. That was about 3 inches away from the rough at bat. A little bit higher.
Same spot, 2-2.
That's what Javier Lopez thought he had.
Crawford to follow, and then Kemp. Work for Arias. Belt digs it out. 1 out here in the 9th. Not a lot of ground balls in this game. A lot of line drives, fly balls. So here's Crawford. Crawford has hit the ball in the air 3 times. He's 1 for 4. He's singled in the 5th. Sweeper is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The crowd of 53,000 plus, about half of them have departed.
Yeah, it promises to be a pretty good traffic jam getting out of here. A lot of people want to avoid that.
No, not out of here.
Plus, remember, they're going to jump right into rush hour traffic.
No,
so
not out of here.
You're thinking you're going to get out of here anytime soon?
I thought that helicopter perk that you got was great.
Yeah, we'll use that today.
Missed somewhere. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1.
Sergio Wilmo getting ready.
Right field. Pence. 2 down.
A little bit of a wrestling match with the sun. So those glasses he's got on just paid off.
Very sure-handed out right. So here's Kemp. Matt Kemp got in the lineup because Yasiel Puig was late. I think Kemp gave Puig a different time to be at the park, to be honest with you. I think he said 11 o'clock is when we're supposed to be here.
He definitely wanted to play. When Puig was late, he got to play. So you're right. Maybe he told him it was a late time.
Pagan in right center field. And that's the ball game. So game 1 in this 3-game series. It goes to the Giants as they got off to a hot start, as they scored 8 runs in the first 2 innings and then kind of clawed and hung on.
Well, it really was a battle of bullpens. We've been talking about how dominant the Dodgers were on the Giants. Well, you can say the same thing about the Giants pitching. I mean, their bullpen went 5 strong innings, allowed 3 hits and no runs, struck out 7. So it really got to be battle of the bullpen and the Giants. Well, just too much too early, and they ruined the party here.
I mean, it was a good ball game, but I'm sure Bruce Bochy is going to remind his offense that after you score 8 runs, you can't stop. You got to keep on going, because the Dodgers did battle at one point. They were getting after it, but the Giants held them off. Final score, it's the Giants 8 and the Dodgers 4. Esurance, or stay tuned, Esurance Giants Post Game Live. That's going to start right now.
For attending the game.